here we are, 10th edition. 10th edition, my very first game of 10th edition, our very first game of 10th edition, and we're gonna get through it. It's not very different, but being the first time you do anything, it's always a hard time. And we are going with Orks versus Custodes.
Talk about the Orks.
I'm gonna turn my light on. Here's the army today. Now, I put the table together. I put together a 4 by 30 inches because we're playing a small game. And then I got in the rule book and it said incursion games are bigger. And I imagine that the smaller board will be for combat patrol. And the combat patrol rules came out today. Whatever, big table, I don't care. However, it's our first game of 10th edition and we're already saying stuff like, I don't care. Here are the Orks today. I have 5 nobles. I have 10 Slit Like a Choppa boys. I have 10 Shooter boys. I have a truck. I have the weird boy who is going to join the Shooter boys. Or is he going to join the Slug of Choppa boys? He's going to join the Slug of Choppa boys. And I have Rumble. Oh, Rumble. Rumble is not as he was. Rumble is not hard as nails. Rumble does not have a super cyborg body. Rumble is just a war boss, and he will die when you hit him. The super cyborg body is a thing now. I got to pay another 15 points for it. I did not have it. When he rolls with the nobles, the whole squad is -1 to wound, so that's something. But Rumble is not as unkillable as he once was. But this is the force today. Let's go. So the Farseer is gluing bits back to his army because he has to, like, literally every week. And seriously, like, so his army comes and there's like some legs and a torso and 2 arms and 2 heads. But with all the cracks and fissures in his models, every single model is actually made of about 20 or 30 different parts. And every week he shows up, smashes a model, takes it home, glues it back together, only to smash it again next week.
I love that.
Because you started to look great.
Bum, 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 bum.
I see a blade champion, a shield captain, and 2 squads.
Yes, I've got a squad of wardens with spears. I got a squad of guys who have swords and boards, and they're gonna cut you up. We're here to cut you up, you filthy Xenos.
We got guard, wardens, blade champion, captain. Who's the captain rolling with?
The captain is gonna roll with the sword and board guys. The blade champion is gonna roll with the wardens.
We have placed our objectives down. This is on the center line. That is dead center. Over here in this corner behind the rock. And then on top of the sniper's nest, we had a discussion. In 10th edition, do you still have to put the objectives on the table? We don't know that yet, so we're just gonna leave it up there. This is the table.
We are the bosses of 10th edition.
I am my own boss.
I say the sniper nest is important, and so it is.
Can I stop and complain for a second?
Are we evil sons?
We're not evil sons. We're purely goths now.
What?
We get exploding 6s in combat. However, all orcs
evil
move 6 now, so it's kind of like being evil sons.
I'm evil son.
But I have to complain because, all right, so my noble is here. He's got 2 choppas, but in the new rules, he's not allowed to have 2 choppas.
Here comes the sword.
So I have to call this a big choppa. Then over here, he's got this shotgun that I got from Spellcrow, maybe. But anyway, he's allowed to take either a slugger or a custom shooter, but not a shooter. But the rest of the squad has shooters.
So it's a custom shooter.
And the custom shooter's got a bunch of Scooby-Doo rules. I'm just going to call it a shooter for this game because it's a learning game, and I'm not bitching with that yet. He's got a shooter. That's that. Now I'm putting the first unit down. Guard and a blade champion cowering in the building. They're like, there's orcs out there and they're scary.
Cowering.
They're terrified, clearly. They're way in the back.
Claiming the objective.
Staying as far away from the
Imperium's might.
Well, you go ahead and hang out back there. And then this squad up here has so little regard for the Orks. They think they're going to do it themselves. They're like, yeah, we got this, and I don't believe them. Over here, I got a truck, and I got Rumble, and I got some nobles. I got the Shooter Boys, I got the Weird Boy, and the Slugga Chopper Boys. I should have mentioned before that the Custodes are at 450, the Orks are at 460, because it's hard to get those points down in 10th edition. So here we are. Do you want to go first?
Absolutely.
Do I care?
I mean, you can go first, I guess. Is ramming speed so Stratacom?
No.
Well, then, yeah, you can totally go first.
The thing is, what are you gonna do if you go first?
Nothing.
Well, whatever. The dice will decide. I got a 2.
I got a 5.
Custodes, turn 1. Your turn 1. We each get 1 command point.
So it's my command.
Yes. Have a command point.
I'm actually going to spend it.
On what?
Sticky objectives.
So they just get to walk forward and this objective stays yours.
Yes.
Bummer. Sure do wish I had a deep striker in the game. So the janitors have moved. They put down their mops, they put down their buckets. This objective belongs to them because that is a sticky objective. That just happened, or that was a command point?
That was a command point.
Then they moved down here. And then this squad is moving forward because they want to get closer to the Orks. Are you going to be in charge range there?
Yes, but it's 11.
So the Custodes have moved. Sticky objective for a command point. These men have hit the ground floor. These men have come up. It's an 11-inch charge to the truck. And you have units to shoot. Janitors into the Ork trucks, hitting on 2s. Hit all of the times. What are the red dice, the captain?
Yeah.
All right, so an Ork truck is now toughness 8.
So I'm strength 4, so that's double, so it's 6s. So there's 2 wounds at minus 1 for 2 damage each.
An Ork truck has a 4-up save, so minus 185s. I've saved 1. The Ork truck has taken 1 wound. That's going to take it down to 9.
For 11 wounds on an Ork truck?
Oh, wait, is it a 2-wound weapon?
It's a 2-wound weapon.
Then I am down to 9.
Down to 8?
You're right, I'm down to 8, because I can math.
There we go.
Here, can you put that 8 on that truck, please?
I sure can.
Truck down to 8 wounds, and now we're in a charge phase.
I'm going to charge.
Here we go.
This unit is going to charge your truck. Do you want to Overwatch?
You know what's killing me about that? I'm not going to change it now. My truck is past my deployment zone. No, I don't want to Overwatch. There we go.
I'm in.
There we go.
I'm in.
You're going to come get closer to the Orks.
On boxcars.
Here come the Custodes. So we are still in turn 1 of the game, but the janitors have made a big move up the board. And they want to
boxcars that I rolled to charge?
I did.
In turn 1?
Maybe God likes you today.
That's nuts.
Maybe that you spent so much time in corporate hell today that God's like, this kid, he's gonna roll boxcars all day.
If I spent if I had another command point to spend, I could have sticky objective that too.
It's a good thing command points are not free nowadays. So you have made a charge roll. That puts you in the fight's first step.
I fight first. My custodian guard with their swords. They get 5 attacks each, so there'll be 20 attacks coming at your truck.
That's amazing.
The captain has. Can I do the custodian guard first and then the captain? Do you mind?
No, I don't mind at all. In fact, I think that the edition would recommend that you go weapon by weapon.
20 swords.
Hitting on 2s.
2s.
I don't know about that dice right there.
I see 3 misses.
Yep, custodians do well. Now, a truck is toughness 8 now.
I am only strength 6.
So you win on 5s.
Which is kind of a bummer.
It's probably enough, though. We're going to find out.
That many. At
That's
minus
a ton.
2 for 1 damage.
6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There goes the truck.
Chrome.
Unless I spend a command point on a 6. No. All right. First of all, it has the deadly demise rule. Does it blow up? It does not. And now we got to figure out, I think it's probably about the same, but we got to find out who dies and how it happens.
Is it ones or ones and twos?
It's ones. So the truck is crumped. I still have to roll a dice to see if I take mortal wounds getting out. Here's the war boss. Here's the nobles. They're, of course, in a unit. And as long as we've been playing, and I think I should bring it up because it's a new edition, when we wreck a vehicle, we flip it over on the table and it becomes terrain.
And it's terrain.
And when a vehicle blows up...
That vehicle didn't just evaporate because it didn't blow up.
When a vehicle blows up, we put a crater down.
And if it would have blown up, it would have become a crater.
Yeah, so this is still here, and it's making kind of a roadblock. But it makes this way more interesting, because if this wasn't here, I would have a free charge to get in here. But as it stands now, I'm not going to be able to walk through that rock and that Custodes. So I have to come up and get close and then get a good charge to get all the way around the unit to get everybody in. And that's why I like our house rule with the terrain and the craters. But we'll deal with that next turn. I still have to roll for my mortal wounds. 10th edition, it's not a removed model, it's a mortal wound on a 1. Orks are fine. So, is that your turn?
It is.
So now you control this objective because it's sticky. You control that objective because I'm battle shocked and I am OC0.
I momentarily had this objective and then walked away from it because I didn't have a command point to spend to make it sticky.
Well, it is now my turn, my command phase. We both get a command point.
Do you mind?
Here you go, sir. I don't even really know what my stratagems do, but I have to find out what happens if you start the turn. I am battle shock, counted as battle shock until the command phase. Does it just go away now? We're gonna find out. Wah! I have loudly called the wah. I have made a regular move with these boys. They're gonna shoot here. Rumble's squad had an advance. They rolled a 1. I spent a command point. They rolled a 3. They're coming around the rock. It is a 7-inch charge. This squad did not move. The weird boy is going to cast the jump, and it goes off. I'm going to jump these boys. What I love is your personality changes depending on which army you're playing, and you're in your arrogant Custodes mode, but you don't know.
Cut you up.
You don't know because it's 10th edition. It's a different edition.
I have no idea. Well, I'll cut you up. What do you think you are?
So we have surrounded
Xenos fungus.
this squad here.
Stomp you and then scrape you off the heel of my boot.
This squad is here to shoot. We want to get the nobles and Rumble in the charge. These men are here to potentially charge if Rumble and the nobles fail. But really why I moved them over here is we are going to cast Ed Banga.
Didn't you already cast?
We're not in 9th edition. You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't.
Ed Banger is a weapon now. It's like a gun. Range 24, 1 attack. Ballistics 04, strength 6, AP 3, 1 damage. Well, this model is leading a unit, which he is. Add 1 to the strength and damage, making it strength 8, 3 damage. Of this model's Ed Banger for every 5 models rounding down. We have 10 models in the unit. And while the unit contains 10 or more models, the weapon has the hazardous ability. So let's not roll a 1. The weird boy is throwing his Ed Banga at the Custodes. He needs a 4. He gets a 5. We have hit. We are now strength 8. What's your toughness?
6.
We want a 3 to wound, and there it is. There's our 3. That is going to be AP 3 for 3 damage.
So AP3 is going to be my 4-up invuln save.
All right, here we go.
And I don't make it.
3 damage, Custode. But since you have shield, you have 4 wounds per Custode.
Yeah, or I could reroll.
Or you could spend a command point to reroll it. 50-50 chance.
I don't think I will.
I could have put that on your shield captain that has the precision rule. Live and learn.
But you didn't.
I didn't. Oh, could you pull that green stick away? That's a leftover from my laziness. So we have a sword and board guy down to a wound. Now, the shooter boys will open up. So I just found out that a shooter is rapid fire 1 now. So I will get 7 extra shots for having 7 men in rapid fire range. However, I'm still an orc. And so we're shooting our shooters. We're going to hit on 5s. We're going to wound on 5s. AP nothing, 1 damage each. I got to put the phone down to get all these dice in my hands.
Me, a man who can't fit all these dice in his tiny girl hands.
I was going to kill that last guardsman. Ah! All right, we got to reroll that. because that was sitting on top of something. Well, this is orc shooting. You got to expect it to miss a lot. I just want to get that one wound off that one guy, and I'll consider it successful. 5s. All right, fail one of these. Regular save. He's fine. All right. These men that dropped in from space have sluggers.
You have the cowboy sound effects where it goes like...
I do know that effect.
That's the Custodes standing. He's puffing his chest out at you right now. He
Oh.
can't even raise his shield up. He's just like, oh.
Slugger shots into Custodes. I just want one wound.
I want you to edit one of those sounds in.
So I'm going to edit it out and I'm going to use it for videos forever. Nothing. No wound. Charge phase. You ready?
Yes.
The nobles. 7 is what we said?
I thought it was 8. It might have been 7.
I said 8 and you said 7.
Let's find out.
Okay.
He goes 2 inches to here.
Yeah.
Right? And then he goes 5 inches.
And he gets in.
Does that get him within an inch?
It does.
It sure does.
So these guys have made it in. And since we're here, I'm going to throw these boys into them too. The shooter boys. The slugger chop boys are too far away. The shooter boys don't get in on a 6. Hang on, let's measure that. They do in fact make it in. All right, so here we are, and now I got to get into the pile-in step. I don't think Rumble's making it in, but we're going to get some nobles in there, and we're going to see what happens. So we've managed to get all 5 nobles in on the custodians, but Rumble does not make it into the pile. Here we go. We have nobles in on custodians. We are going to roll all these dice, and we are going to hit you with our big choppers on 3s, re-rolling 1s, because there's a war boss in the unit. 3s.
That's my any 2s so far.
There's a 2. We're going to re-roll these 5 1s. We're going to pull out that 2 6 1s. 3s. And there's a couple more 2s. So these are all the hits. I'm on the wasp, so I'm strength 8. Your toughness 5.
I'm toughness 6.
Your toughness 6, but that's still 3s to wound. Orks, 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 orks. And being big choppers, those are AP 1 for 2 damage each.
Man.
Make some 3s.
I've got 3s. Oh! Fail 3 of them. Oh.
So we kill the guy with 1 wound and put 2 wounds on the next guy. And that, oh wait, no, they're 2 wounds each. We kill the guy with the 1 wound, we kill 2 guys.
Yep.
So that's not so bad.
Left.
Now, do you want to pay to interrupt?
How many points is that?
Ooh, there's a good question. So counter-offensive is 2 command points. So I'm going to get to fight with these boys next. But they're just hitting with their fists. So most of these boys make it in. The power claws in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boys. 6 boys in a power claw. Game.
Once per battle round, because my shield captain's attached to that unit, I could have declared that you are... I get +1 stance, so I'm going to be -1 to hit for my army.
All right.
But that unit is going to get sustained hits 1, so their 6s will explode.
So when you fight back, you're going to mess me up.
Yeah. And then I also get, because it's attached to that unit, to use a stratagem. 1 stratagem per battle round for 0 command points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my -1 damage. No, I'm actually going to use my +1 attack, +2 if I'm below 50% strength stratagem.
Okay.
0 CP.
So one of them was a Marshal Catan, the other one was...
A stratagem.
There were no like army rolls in there, right?
One of them, so there were 2 Catan, right? My shield captain attaches to a unit.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of the fight phase, I get to pick a Catan.
Mm-hmm.
Because my captain's attached to that unit.
They get an
pick
additional.
a second Catan. So
That makes a ton of
-1 to
sense.
hit them for a Catan.
Uh-huh.
And when I hit you back, I'm going to have exploding 6s for a Catan.
Ooh, so
Then
these
in
orcs better
addition
do
to
well.
that, because my captain is attached to that unit, for 0 CP, I can use a stratagem once per battle round.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the stratagem where I get +1 attack to that unit, but if they are below 50% strength, I get +2 attacks.
All right,
And
that's
I use
cool.
that for free.
So what we need to do is we need to kill them now.
And if I had remembered to do that a minute earlier, I would have used the one where I was -1 damage, and I would have saved myself a Custodes, but live and learn.
This is a learning game. We won't write this one down. This is, you know how everything's canon, but
in the annals of history,
everything is canon, but not everything is
Orks
true.
Just bent the Custodes over a barrel for their pleasure.
Are you giving up already? It's turn one.
No, I'm just
It's turn one.
You don't. Like, where's your sense of story?
The black dice are the power claw. Because I'm -1 to hit, now they hit on 5s. The white dice are just orc boy fists. They're going to hit on 4s.
And -1.
Well, they were 3s, now they're 4s.
Okay, there you go.
And the claw was a 4, and now it's a 5. So the claw missed 1. The claws only hit once.
Still, though, I see a lot of 6s in there.
Good. Good, good, good. Oh, wait, I'm an orc boy. I get exploding 6s. Because I am...
Because you're a goth?
I'm goths now. Oh, well, that's different. So, with my exploding 6s...
5 6s in there.
All right, that rocks. However, because I'm just hitting you with my fists, the white dice are going to wound you on 5s, and the black dice is going to wound you on a 3. Because you are toughness 6. 5s and a 3. Oh, wait, I'm strength 5 now because of the wall, but it doesn't matter. So that is AP 3 for 2 damage.
I see a lot of 5s and 6s.
And then, good thing too, right? White dice are regular saves. Black dice is AP 3 for 2. Oh, Power Claw is strength 9 now. What do you know?
2s. And then AP 3?
AP 3.
Is a 4 up in.
No, it's AP 2 now. It's gone down 1. But you made it anyway. So now it's time for you to fight back.
It is time for me to fight back. I'm not quite below 50%. Well, does the leader count?
That's a good question. I
I'm
have
at 50%.
no idea. Let's look at counts towards the unit's battle size. So if with the leader you're still over half strength, then you're fine.
I'm still over half strength, so I don't get my plus extra attack. I only get +1, not +1.
So it works against you? Oh. So you're throwing back dice. You got 3 models here. Who are you swinging at?
We're swinging at the knobs.
Everybody's in on the knobs?
Well, because the war boss is attached to the knobs, right?
He is. Oh, you're not going to get to him yet.
Gold dice are 3s. White dice are 2s.
Why are the gold dice 3s?
Because I have an axe and not a sword.
Oh, crazy. And you're going into the nobles.
I'm going into the nobles.
All right, hit me.
I will re-roll 1s to wound for my sword and board guys. And my captain... My 6s explode for 0 damage.
6s explode.
There we go.
I forgot that on my nobles.
I was like, I'm trying really hard to remember all that.
I really wish I had remembered.
I forgot you were -1 to hit me.
It's learning game. Learning game.
Here we go. I want 2s. Gold dice are 3s.
Gold dice missed a couple.
Now, I will re-roll the white dice.
I am toughness 5, but you are -1 to wound.
Here's a question. When my captain joins a unit, does the unit's abilities affect him?
I just had it. It's right here. It's right here.
Because, like, I re-roll 1s to wound for my custodian guard, but not for my captain.
It doesn't say.
They're part of the same unit right now.
I say he does.
So, just for the sake of simplicity, everybody's going to re-roll their 1s to wound.
I am -1 to wound because there's a war boss attached to the unit.
So instead of 3s, I'm going to wound you on 4s.
Because I am toughness 5, -1 to wound.
And I am strength 6, strength 9.
Here we go. 4s. Good for me.
Not a lot of 1s. See all those 2s that don't wound? Sorry to drop that right in your iPad. So these dice are going to be -2 for 1 damage. And the gold dice are going to be -1 for 3 damage.
All right. -2
For 1.
are going to be 6s.
-1 for 3.
Are going to be 5s. But we'll do this. I don't want your yucky gold dice. I want 6s. Nothing.
So there's 2 wounds.
That's 1 noble. I want 5s. And there's another noble and a half. I've lost 2.5 nobles over here. Well, the
3
gold
damage each.
Uh-oh, so there's
3 nobles.
3 nobles. 3 nobles all day.
4 nobles all day.
All right. Well, just like that, the cheese stands alone. But that is the end of turn 1, right?
Yes.
So now we go into your turn 2. Something I noticed, I should have called the WA at the beginning of your turn because it's a battle round thing now. And then my truck would have had a 5 up invulnerable save. Live and learn. It is your turn 2. We're going to turn the dice. We each get a command point.
But also...
So I should have 3 now. No, I should have 2 because I spent 1.
And I have 2 now because I've spent 1 on a sticky objective.
No, you have an objective. This objective nobody's on anymore. But you're going to score a point because that objective is sticky. And so now the score is 1-0. Turn 2, Custodes movement phase. This unit is stuck in. This unit has to move. The Custodes have 2 units on the table. This unit has walked forward. What are these guys doing? What's the thought here?
No, they're just taking the objective and then come join the fight.
So they're coming this way to this objective. Mm-hmm. All right, so you don't have any fun shenanigans to do. You're just in your shooting phase? Mm-hmm. Do these guys have any shots? But these guys have pistols. Mm-hmm. Does the captain have a pistol?
No. All our guns are assault, but I don't think that matters.
All of your guns are assault, army-wide? Mm-hmm. You mean the Custodes?
Except for the shooting, the swords are pistol.
But everything else is assault. So you can advance and shoot all the time?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you got 2 pistols here. What you gonna do? Shoot at some orcs?
I'm gonna shoot them. 12-inch assault pistol. Attacks 2, ballistics for 2, strength 4, -1 for 2 damage each. And then once per battle, I can shoot twice with that unit.
Is that what's gonna happen here?
Yes.
You might as well roll all those dice together. Custodes, pistols, doing double taps, because they're allowed to. Hitting orcs on 2s.
The orcs, the shooter boys.
Of course. Wounding on 5s.
Strength 4 on 5s.
Oh, he does well. 3 of them, huh?
At -1 for 2 damage each.
All right, I'm no longer on the wall, so I only get a 6. Because an orc boy has a 5 up now, not a 6. But you've killed 2. So it's going to be you 2s. And now we are into the combat phase.
Yeah.
Do I still fight first because it's your turn? Do we know that?
Player whose turn it is not. And I have not charged.
So it's me.
And I'm going to be -1 to hit, and on my command point that I'm going to spend, or my stratagem that I'm going to spend for 0 command points, is going to be +1 attack if I'm below 50% strength.
Something that's bumming me out is on the WA, Rumble gets twice the attacks. But he's not on the WA anymore. But he's going to pile in because he's here. I'm here.
Bring it, Rumble.
I'm in. I'm going to fight you, WA.
Yeah, so you get to pick a unit, then I pick one, then you pick one, right?
Yes.
You're going to pick Rumble.
Of course. I should read some of these stratagems too at some point, right? Here we go. Rumble and that noble on the custodian guard. The noble fights first. He's hit all 3 times. He has strength 7 now. He has 3s. He's wounded 3 times at AP 1 for 2 damage each.
All 3s.
They're fine. It is up to the war boss. Because it's always up to the war boss, isn't it? The King of 9th Edition, Rumble Snazdecker. Literally, the King of 9th. Literally.
Won the tournament.
The black dice are gob.
So killy.
Hang on, does he get his own ball? Fuck yeah, he does. I'm gonna re-roll those. There we go. The black dice are gob. They're going to wound you on 5s.
Strength 6.
And the white dice are the power claw. Your strength 6.
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6. He's strength 10. We're gonna wound you on 3s. Gob is wounded twice. Spend that command point? No. That's going to be AP2, giving you a 4-up. We are. There we go. The white dice are AP2 for 2 damage. The black dice are AP nothing for 1 damage.
2s. 4s.
Lost 2 wounds.
2. Crunch. And 6s explode. So that's 2 hits.
I keep forgetting my exploding 6s. That's why
I've hit more times than I should have.
Of course.
And then I want strength 6, toughness 5 is 3s, rerolling 1 to wounds because I'm custodian guard. And we're gonna reroll that one. That's gonna be all of those at -2 for 1 damage each.
-2 for 1 damage each. We're gonna start with the noble. Is gonna be 6s. Got 1 wound left. Gonna be 6s. He's dead. And then -2 for 1 damage each. It's gonna be 5s. There's 6 wounds. A war boss starts with 6 wounds. Command point. He's live on 1 wound.
Oh.
Rumble.
It's not on Rumble, it's on the boys.
Oh shit. Oh, in that case.
You kept a boy alive.
Yeah, I kept 1 boy alive. How many were these? All day? There's 6 of them? I want to look at that back to the footage because I thought it was on Rumble and the Noble, but it wasn't on the boys. And those are -2 for 1 damage each. A boy has a 5-up now, so you just killed 11 boys outright. Well, you killed 9 boys. The Noble, I don't know if he still has 2 wounds, but since it was 11 wounds, you kill him too. You've just wiped the entire squad of boys.
Chop, 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 chop. And then the captain still gets to swing.
And the captain still gets to swing. Uh-oh. All of a sudden, things are not boding well for the Orks, just like the last edition. How did I win the tournament and never win any games? I don't understand.
Ready?
Captain on Rumble.
You're rolling once, because I get my own aura, right?
I just did.
Or, I'm sorry, that's to wound. I don't know what I'm doing. 6s explode, but I didn't have any original 6s to wounds. It's just hers to hit, so it's just 5 hits. And then I want strength 9, toughness 5 is going to be 3s. And now I can reroll 1s to wound.
Yeah, the war boss is toughness 5 now. What the hell? He
So
was toughness 6 the last edition.
5 wounds at -1 for straight 3 damage.
All right, 5 at -1. On the Noble, I need a 6. No, I need a 5. And that's 2 damage?
3.
3 damage, he's dead. So there's 4 to go on Rumble. He needs 5s. He's made 1 3 damage each. There's 9 wounds on Rumble. So even if I command reroll and manage to save, he's still dead.
Carump.
So all of a sudden, the Orks have 1 unit left on the table.
And I'm going to use the new rules to consolidate, because you can only consolidate if you can claim an objective.
Yeah.
And since you killed a couple of guys, I wasn't on that objective, but now I am again on that objective.
I'm reclaiming the command point that I didn't actually spend when I went backwards. But here we are. The Custodes, can you get within 3 there? Are you good?
Yeah.
Have claimed that objective. This objective is sticky. They're about to score 2 more points in their command phase. Wait, that was your turn, wasn't it?
It was.
This is my turn now, and I have precious little left. I have 1 unit left. I have no points. I have no objectives. It's only turn 2. Learning game. What are we learning? Let's find out. The boys have come this way because they're all I got left. They saw their war boss, who's quite literally the king of 9th edition. They saw him walk up and just get crushed.
They saw everybody just go right into 3 golden men and kill, or there were 5 of them. They killed 2 of them.
So see this noble here who doesn't have a name. He says, all right, boys, if we's gonna die fighting. Whoa. And into the golden boys there go. We're going to start with the weird boy, who is going to cast Ed Banger.
The Ed Banger.
And that unit is still pristine.
I'm going to return so shortly.
So it's going to be strength 8, 3 damage. He is going to hit on a 4. He misses. I'm going to spend the command point I didn't grab in my turn. He hits. Then he is going to wound at strength 8. He wounds on a 3. Oh, he doesn't wound, and I've already spent my command point. The weird boy vomits up a bunch of warp power, and it goes nowhere.
I also got a command point in your turn.
Now the boys have sluggers and choppas. One boy can't see to shoot, so it's going to be 9 slugger shots. Get these yucky gold dice out of here. Nobody wants that. Filth.
You mean the dice of the Emperor's Might?
I hate the Custodes. You know what I need? I need some plasma cannon marines on this table. That's what I need. I'd put them right up there.
Put them down right now.
First, we want to hit you on 5s with sluggers. And we want to wound you on 5s. No wounds. The boys are going to charge. 5? Can you measure that?
Sure.
I'm fine. Are you sure?
Because it's only, you only have to be within an inch to be within engagement range.
Does 5 do it? 5 does it. Let's go. This is the charge. Now we will pile in.
It's a 10th edition charge.
It's a 10th edition charge. So here we go. We are about to fight you. We're going to hit you. The white dice are going to hit you on 3s. They're all going to hit you on 3s. But the white dice are going to wound you on
like when I buy a box of those
5s.
Cards.
I got the weird boy. He's the black dice. I got the boys with the choppas. They're the white dice. 3 boys don't get, pardon me, 2 boys and the noble did not make it in. 3s. The weird boy.
That's good.
Get some snake eyes.
That's a good roll in there.
It better be. The black dice is going to wound you on a 3. That didn't hit. The white dice are going to wound you on 5s.
I'm toughness 6. Custodes are toughness 6 now, not toughness 5. That's new in 10th edition.
Rumble was toughness 6 and is now toughness 5. 5s and a 3. All right, good job, man.
Good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I couldn't ask more of those boys.
They didn't hit great, but when they did, they killed it.
Everything is AP 1. The black dice is for D3.
These are the choppas. I want 3s. Oh!
Yeah, that kills somebody.
Oh!
That's 4 wounds right there.
Kill Brown!
Darn right.
2, 3, 4 wounds. And then this is D3.
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 Fill that one too. Fill that one too.
I need a 3.
You get the 3. Well, you took 4 wounds, and that's as much as I can ask of those boys.
So that's a guy bringing me below 50%.
But they have 4 wounds now with their shield, so that's not bad. How do you feel about this shield change?
I don't necessarily love it, because I still would have had a 2 there, right? In 9th edition, and then those 3 saves would have got, like, I would have shrugged 3 more, and I would have been fine.
Well, here we are. It is now your turn to fight.
I'm going to play your least favorite stratagem at the start of my next turn, and you are going to hate the Custodes even more.
I'm not going to have another turn because you get to fight now.
No, buckle up, because it's going to be great. So now I get +2 attacks. So my sword and board guy will get 5, 6, 7 attacks, and my shield captain will get 8.
All right, show me what you got. So ridiculous. I'm toughness 5 with a 5 up over
2s and 3s.
2s and 3s.
It's a new battle round. Do I want to spend command points? I can spend 1, and then I can spend. Okay, yeah. So I am going to spend 1. So 6s explode. My captain gets 1.
I have forgotten my 6s explode in every fight phase.
Hit. And then hit. Miss. Strength 6, strength 9. It's all 3s. And then I re-roll 1s to wound.
Because you captain.
Well, so that's a rule, and I'm not sure about this. I'm attached to the squad of Custodian Guard, and that's their unit rule. But we're a unit.
You get it. I'm fine with that.
I'm not sure. Please correct us on the internet. Internet nerds, help me out. That's a lot of wounds.
What's the AP?
These are -1 for straight 3. These are -2 for 1.
So, those are 4 dead boys. These are 6s. So there's 8 dead boys. That's going to be a battle shock test. Have we remembered all the battle shock I don't think we've ever gotten there because everybody keeps dying.
Everybody just keeps flat out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have to take one now because I'm below half strength.
So do I. When does
your
battle shock happen? Do we know?
command
It's in the command phase. All right, so that is the end of turn. Your turn 2. It's my turn 2
It's
now.
your turn 2. That just ended.
Oh, so we're going into turn 3 then.
It's my turn 3 now.
All right, now we take battle shock tests.
I get a command point, and so do you.
Hey, what do you know?
I'm going to spend my command point, if I can do it before, to return a model to that unit with my shield cap.
You do not.
I do.
Oh.
I can only do it per unit once per battle, but I can do it to every unit on the field if I want to.
That's pretty dope.
1 command point. Ding.
All right, I assume my weird boy has a better leadership than my boy, so I need to roll higher than a 7, better than a 7. I am battle shocked. I am OC0. No stratagems affect me. The orcs are battle shocked. What about the custodians?
Run?
That doesn't happen anymore.
Guard is leadership 6, but captain is also leadership 6.
Roll higher than a 6.
I have to roll higher than a 6?
You're only 1 point of leadership better than a weird boy. You are fine. So you are not battle shocked. I am. It is your turn. I have 3 orcs in the game.
Well, let's move these guys over here.
To get your objective?
Yeah.
Did you get your points for your turn?
Oh, I didn't get my points.
You're not holding this objective anymore, though.
Yes, I can.
Because that guy died.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because my shield captain was not. So I still only got 1.
But still, I don't have any points in the game, and you should have like 4 now. It's yours. I'm grossly outnumbered all of a sudden. This unit hasn't even, we're taking points. Half your army took out my entire army.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What are you up to over here?
I was worried there for a sec. When your nobles walked up and crunched to a guard and just said, "Get some," we're on the wah. I was genuinely worried.
I feel like I failed my army today. I forgot my exploding 6s in every fight phase.
Gosh, if those nobles would have exploded their 6s, we would have been even more host. That's a 6.
Is this the 1 time per game they advance in charge?
It sure is.
But they're going to spend a command point and hold that objective?
Sticky objectives. But I can't stand on the objective.
Not allowed to stand on it.
So we'll stand behind it.
So for 1 command point, you're making that sticky.
Yep, let's spend that command point. Because that's all I have.
2 of these busters have pistols.
2 of those busters have pistols. I've already used the once per game. I can shoot twice, so it'll just be 4 shots to use.
All right.
And then I want shooting.
You want 5s?
2 strength 4. I want 5s at -1 for 2 damage.
Oh, come on, man.
At -1 for 2.
Come on, man.
That was ridiculous.
6s. So that's him, and it's a wound on Mr. Weird Boy.
2 wounds. Oh, no, because the noble's got 2 wounds. Sorry.
You know, let's check that. Does the noble still have 2 wounds?
My counting is 4.
Well, it's a new
That was
addition.
some crazy rolling, right?
So the Weird Boy
I
has...
can't lose track of these 4 dice.
The Weird Boy has 3 wounds left. Does a boss knob still have 2 wounds? He does. So
Okay.
the Weird Boy has 3 wounds left, and he's alone on the table.
Give me a green dice.
I get to fight first, though, right?
It's got 3. Well, unless I make this charge.
No, you're not going to make that charge. It might as well be on the moon.
I'm going to make this charge right here, right?
No way. No way. Not on a 6, you're not.
I don't think I have... do I get to reroll because of my blade champion, though?
I think you get to re-roll for a command point.
No, I think I get to reroll because I have a blade champion.
Uh-oh.
No, I just get to advance the trick.
Do you want to spend your command point?
I don't have a command point.
Well, then you didn't make it.
Are
So,
you sure? Does 6 get me? Not
no.
even close.
So the Weird Boy.
The Weird Boy. To save his race. Because he's just getting, they're just getting pummeled.
He needs 3s.
Yeah, jab right, straight.
I said 3 times. He needs 3s again.
1, 2.
Just
1,
1.
2,
3. AP 1 for D3.
Hook. I want AP 1 is a 3. I say.
All right, it's your turn to fight.
Shrug.
Do you want to see if the captain does it?
For 0 command points, I'm going to spend that cool stratagem where I get +1 attack.
Because you need it.
Yep. I mean, absolutely I do. And then it's going to be 6 attacks for the sword and board guys.
Look at this sweet green boy that you're like, oh, we need extra attacks. We need extra attacks to kill this sweet. Look at his sweet face.
We're going to chop him up.
You're so vulgar.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Chop him up, chop him up. I thought the Orks wanted a good fight.
This is not a good fight. This is a one-sided beatdown.
And then my Catan is the exploding 6s to hit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be strength 6 and strength 9, but it's all going to be 3s. And I'm going to reroll 1s. So it's going to be that.
What's that AP2? The white dice or the green gold dice?
AP2, AP1.
He's dead with his 5 up and his 3 wounds. It is middle of turn 3. We didn't even make it to the middle of the game before the Orks have been tabled. Just tabled.
Stab.
So, things to say. First of all, I missed a lot of stuff. I missed the precision on the headbanger. I missed my exploding 6s on just about every combat I rolled. So it's a learning game. I got to remember that. However, I really felt like the flow was good because we didn't have to stop for the psychic phase. I know you love the psychic phase, but as somebody who records the game and then edits them, the psychic phase is cumbersome as fuck.
I have a hard time even like playing a psychic phase because I play Eldari and it's just like you draw from 3 tables.
And now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do that.
And the ranges are all different, but if you super smite, the range is better. Like it's cumbersome, I agree, but I enjoy it because it adds such a big layer to the game.
It does add a layer. The units having their leaders attached I like a lot too because it's just less units to move around the field.
I want that question answered though. Like if I'm attached to a squad of custodian guard, does my captain get their buff? Like does he get to reroll his 1s to wound?
How about you and I go lounge about the opium den and have a look at the rule book and see if we can't figure that out?
Love it. Is this 1800s China?
No, but it is time for a chair.
Opium Wars.
Thank you very much for watching, fans.
And all of that.
I apologize now for getting so many rules wrong today, but this is a learning game. We're gonna get serious-faced people.
Tell us what you think about 10th edition.
I
thought it was smooth.
I'm into it. I can't wait to get rolling.
I want index cards that aren't invalidated the second I print them.
The part of the game I found cumbersome was going back to my tablet over and over and over again. And I only needed 3 of the data sheets out of it, but there were like 50. So cards are essential, but I'm not buying Games Workshop cards because they're going to be invalid almost immediately. They're already full of typos.
I bet that they don't have the art on the back, which is the one reason I'm buying it.
The back of the card is your unit composition. The front of the card is this part, and the back of the card is this part.
Whoa.
So there you go.
That's not what I want.
I think that you should buy John Blanche prints, and if you can't find a place that gives the money directly to John Blanche, then you should have them printed at your local print shop and give your money to your local print shop. Now, to the opium den with us. Away!
Hurrah!